What's up, everybody? My name is Michael Campo, and you are listening to the iChooseSeries podcast. I'm so excited to share that the iChooseSeries is now a 501c3 non-for-profit organization, the iChoose Foundation. That's right, our goal is to educate and inspire through digital media. So, if you are interested, visit the website www.ichoose.one, that's ichoose.one, because it's one choice that can change our life forever. In this episode, we speak with Justin Martin, who's fresh out of jail in a sober house talking about his addiction. This was originally aired on a Facebook Live from March 7th, 2019. Justin and I have talked 2 or 3 times since then on Facebook Lives, and we've reached out to him recently to get another Facebook Live update because there's a lot of stuff that's been going on in his life. Unfortunately, we haven't heard from him. So I would love for you guys to check out this episode. I think there's a lot of value in here from somebody who is suffering with addiction. If you or somebody you know is suffering with addiction, you're not alone. You got to get help. You got to do what you got to do. Go to a sober house. Get clean. You know, you have to understand that your life does have meaning. Your life does have purpose, and you're gonna hear that from Justin Martin himself. I hope you enjoy this episode.
So I got here. I was just in county jail in Bosquen, and I was there for about 6 months doing a program called SOAR. It's a high intense, like, in-house rehab type thing, and so when I left there, my choices were to go back to the street or to come into a sober house and try to do the right thing. So I made the choice of coming here and, actually trying to do something with my life, because for the last 15 years, I've done absolutely nothing.
How old are you?
30. I'm 32.
32 years old. Awesome.
Yeah. So I've been actively using for at least 15 plus years.
Wow, man. What are you using? What were you using?
I was really anything I could get my hands on, from coke to heroin to meth to GHP to basically anything that would take me out of feeling the feelings that I couldn't deal with, Just those real life feelings that were just hard for me to deal with.
Yeah.
Just, me letting myself down, my family down, my friends down, and just masking all those feelings that I couldn't deal with.
Yeah. So how long have you been clean now?
On this, outside from jail, it's been a month now, but inside jail, I'm going on 8 months.
Okay. So no, you weren't doing any drugs while you were in jail?
When I first went in, I did Suboxone a couple of times, but after that, I actually made the decision that I was going to change, and I was going to give this a real shot.
Damn, dude. That's great, man. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Good for you. Guys, for everyone who's tuning in right now, we're talking to Justin Martin from New Hampshire. Been out of jail a month now, you said?
Yeah, it's been a month, yep.
In the sober house, just absolutely doing his thing right now. Clean for 1 month. I got to say congratulations, man, because being clean for over 30 days is like a huge step.
It is.
Absolutely huge step, man. And what's been the most challenging thing for you right now?
The most challenging thing for me is dealing with life sober. Just life in general, just dealing with everyday stuff.
Yeah.
I could never hold a job. I could never have, I got a bank account now. I'm talking to friends and family that I haven't talked to in 10, 15 years that are actually still there to support me, that are giving me another chance,
Yeah.
Just day-to-day living for me is tough. It's just something that I haven't dealt with for so long because I was masking all those feelings with heroin and methamphetamine and any other kind of drug that I could get and put into my body.
Yeah.
It's, this right now, the stress for me, like, going to work, staying sober, it's a lot,
Yeah.
But the thing I'm doing now is, if there's something I don't want to do, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like, if I don't want to go to a meeting, I'm going to go to that meeting because I don't want to go to it, and it's the right thing for me to do.
Yeah. Dude, we talk about this a lot on this I Choose thing specifically. We talk about this a lot because I feel like we're in a place right now, and I want you, if you disagree with me, you tell me. All right, this is just a real conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, I feel like we got a lot of people, and we're kind of running our lives on how we feel. And I think that our feelings are very, very relevant and very, very important as us as human beings. There's a
Yep.
lot we get from that.
Yep.
But I think one of the big things that separates us from the rest of the animals on the planet is this:
Yes.
being able to make an intelligent decision despite our feelings, being able to make a choice despite what we feel inside, because we know what's right. Even if we don't feel it, we know intellectually that there's a decision that needs to be made that can make that's better for us than what we currently feel.
But it's making that, you only have a split second to make that decision.
Mm,
It's either, am I going to make this right decision, or am I going to make the wrong decision? And for me, it's not knowing or what that right decision is. I know what it is, but I still, even though it's wrong, even though I know it's wrong, I still make that decision to do it. And I don't know why.
what is it made on, though? What is it made on?
I don't, maybe it's made on, I don't know, but I really don't know.
Yeah.
That's the whole unknowing is hard for me,
Yeah.
I'm always trying to predict the unknown,
Hmm.
and that's not good.
Yeah. No, you got to kind of live. You got to kind of live in the moment. What's happening here
Yep.
right now.
True. That's why, I'm trying to do everything possible that I can to make sure that I have the life that I know I deserve.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this the longest you've been clean in a while?
It's the longest I've been clean in 15 years.
Damn, man. For everyone who's watching this right now, I need to see those likes and those hearts coming up, man, because Justin needs some support. Seriously, guys, we need to show him some support. I'm reading some of the comments here, man, and there is a lot of love. A lot of love. People here really, really cheering you on, saying this is great. Let me ask a question, man. So you said you just got out of jail. You're clean now. This is the longest you've been clean. You're a month in. How did it get to this point?
How did the decision I made to get clean, or how did my sobriety get to this point?
That decision that you said you made it when you were in jail, and you said, I'm going to make this, I'm going to give it the best shot. Where did that come from?
Um, that came from, I'll jump around a little bit. Just about 2 years ago, I lost my mom when I was locked up in prison. And my mom was always my number one supporter. And I wasn't able to attend her funeral when I was locked up. So I was on the phone with her, and the last words that I said to my mom was, "Mom, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be clean and sober and be the man that I know you want me to be."
Wow.
And then I got out again, and I didn't do that. I lied to her,
Hmm.
I went right back to doing the same shit I was doing, getting
Hmm.
high, lying, stealing. And then I got arrested and went back in again, and I connected with my higher power, which my higher power is God. And I talked to my mom every day, and and she told me again. She said, "Justin, I know you can do this. You have to have faith in yourself to do this." And so right now I have faith that I can do this. And I've never had that faith before. I always thought that I couldn't do it,
Yeah.
When I went back on the streets, I was just saying, "Hey, listen, you're never, you're not going to amount to nothing. You're not going to have a good job, a career, a family, all that stuff. because it was too late. I always thought it was too late to have all that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not too late. I can still do that, and I will do that.
Is that something that you want?
I want that more than anything in this world.
Yeah.
There's nothing more than I want is, to make everybody else happy, but I need to make myself happy,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because it starts with yourself. If you can't do it for yourself, then what are you doing it for?
Yeah.
And I never did it for myself before, and that's why it didn't work.
Right. So when you say you didn't do it for yourself, who are you doing it for?
I was doing it for the people that wanted me to do it. My
Okay.
family, my friends, supporters. I'm still doing it for them, but I'm actually doing it for me this time and them, I'm first.
Yeah.
I have to be selfish with this.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not, it's not going to work.
Yeah. And so what you're saying now is that now this is the longest you've been clean in how many years?
It's been about 15 years.
This is the longest you've been clean in 15 years. And how do you feel now, man?
I feel good, but I feel nervous. I feel, I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't want to fail. I
Yeah.
don't want to fail. I mean, yeah, I have a job, dishwashing and prep cooking at a little restaurant, but I've never had that before.
Yeah.
You know, I earned that, and it feels good. I just don't want to fail. I don't want to lose everything that I've gained in just this short amount of time.
Yeah. What would you say the biggest fear is that you have?
Failing. My biggest fear is failing and not being good enough for
Mm.
myself. Like not being good enough for everybody out there that's supporting me, that's always been there for me, and myself. Because I know I deserve more. I know that.
Hmm. Yeah, man, without a doubt.
So my biggest fear is failure.
Hmm.
It's definitely failure.
How have you been able to overcome that or face that fear?
Taking it day by day.
One day at a
Put
time.
one day at a time, putting one foot in front of the other, you know, being uncomfortable, going to meetings, raising my hand, asking for help.
Yeah.
I never asked for help before, because
Yeah.
I wanted to, be that macho dude that could do it himself. But, you need help sometimes. You need support.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's interesting because it's like, there's so many people around you, I'm sure that like I mean, I'm seeing all the support, with all these comments and stuff. We got Bria in here. She's saying you're enough. Everything you need is already within you. You can do this. We got Kyle. Yo, if you need work, I'm with the group of solid sober dudes. We got Eddie. Opportunity comes to those who seek it. We've got JK. Humbling yourself. You're worth it. I mean, dude, it looks like you got a big community here of support and love, and everyone needs help or support, man. Yeah, Joe's saying everyone needs help or support. I can't agree more with that. I think that we all need that help and that support. I believe that as human beings, we're meant to be in a community, not alone.
Yeah,
We need to depend on each other. We need to sacrifice for each other. We need to do things for each other, and we need others to do stuff for us. And in that community, that's how we can grow properly. That's how we can build our self-esteem. That's how we can build our love for others and each other.
yeah, absolutely. It's I've I've stole and lied and hurt so many people, but these people are still there and supporting me through this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's unconditional, you know?
Yeah.
Like Eddie's a huge one. He's been clean for and killing it for the last 7 years now, and really we haven't talked. We'd talk maybe one or two times when I was in jail. Excuse me. And he would always say, listen, I'm there to support you. If you're doing the right thing, I will be there for you. Always there to pick up the phone. Now when I call him, he picks up the phone in 2 seconds. We FaceTime every single day. And he's there, he's there for me. How'd your day go? Did you go to a meeting? Did you raise your hand? He's like guiding me through this. I got family that's, messaging me on Facebook that I haven't talked to in 10, 15 years because they see that I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And that's what's driving me forward.
Yeah.
Knowing that these people are still there for me.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, I mean, it's important to know that. It's important to know that. Now that you know that, like the fact that you're making this active decision to move forward and taking it day by day and facing your fears, talking about it, facing it, man, that's the only way we grow. It's the only way.
Absolutely.
And
another thing for me is too, not trying to force. I've been trying to force, like getting all these, like building these relationships back when I need to let them come to me. I'm like,
what do you mean?
trying, like with my little sister. Me and my little sister haven't talked in so long, so I've been trying to post stuff on Facebook saying, going to work, doing this and that, so she sees that I'm doing good, so maybe she'll give me that opportunity again. When realistically, I need to just let that come.
Yeah.
But I want everybody to see that I'm doing well, but you can't gain all the stuff you lost back in one day. You just got to let it happen.
Well, how many years did you say it took to destroy all this stuff?
15 years. Exactly.
There you go. Right there. So if you think that shit's going to be built up overnight,
it ain't going to happen.
That shit ain't happening.
It ain't happening.
It ain't happening, man. It's gonna take time, man. It's gonna take time. You got to crawl before you learn to walk. You got to learn to walk before you can run. As human beings, man, this is like it's progression. 1 foot in front of the other every single day. And one of the most important things that I've learned going through my own shit, you got to get out of here. You've got to get out of here, man. If this is a dangerous place,
that's the most dangerous place for everybody.
Dude, don't put yourself in a dangerous place. When you're working, when you're in the meetings, when you're raising your hands, when you're having conversations, when you're FaceTiming, when you're talking to people, you're not stuck here.
Yeah.
That's key. That's key, man.
I understand what you're saying, but that's hard. That's so hard.
I didn't say it was easy.
I know, but it's so hard because for me, this is my worst enemy.
Yeah.
It's like, I know what the right thing to do, but sometimes this is telling me to do the opposite.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
That's why you can't stay here, man. You can't stay here. You have to make an active decision that, like, when those thoughts come in, you have to say no. You have to say no to that. We all have to do that. Everyone's got their own shit that they're dealing with. You're not alone in your struggles.
Yeah,
everyone's got shit. You know what I mean? And whatever that shit is, I have found that the more and more people I speak to, knowing my own stuff and hearing what other people are going through, even through this whole iChooseSeries, what we've built up in this community, it's this, man. You've got to overcome this. It can stop you from being who you were meant to be, or it can excel you to greatness.
Yes.
You got to take control of this, And that's what I was trying to say before when I was saying this is kind of what separates us from the rest of the animals on this planet. That's the key, man. It's like being able, look, you've got powerful people in the world throughout history who've been able to control nations.
Yeah.
But they were unable to control themselves.
True.
It always ends in bloodshed.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes, man.
Man, sometimes I wish, it was just easier. This was easier, but life's not easy. I gotta learn to understand that this is hard.
Hell yeah.
This is because I've took the easy way out for so long,
Yeah.
and that's using drugs.
Yeah.
Every time I had a bad feeling, I would pick up a drug and mask that feeling with it.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just dealing with the day-to-day stuff and what's going on inside of me, you know?
Yeah. Dude, where do you think that comes from? Not being
Uh,
able to deal with it. Where does that come from?
I don't. That's a good question, man. I don't. I honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. Just not being able to deal with it. Maybe. I don't even know. I can't even give you an answer for that.
Yeah. It's something to think about.
It's deep. That's deep. Like I don't even know.
Yeah. I think about that often. I'm at a stage in my life where I'm thinking about things that I didn't think of a couple of years ago. And so when something comes up for me or when I react to a certain situation in a certain way, I kind of want to ask myself, well, why am I reacting in that way? Like there's a reason, and that reason is probably based on an experience I had when I was in my developmental stages as a young person. And I acted in a way and I learned from an experience how I was going to deal with this type of experience.
Like
And
like trying to identify like why you're having this feeling and this reaction.
yeah, like if I like if I'm suffering with something and I say, all right, well, where is that coming from? I'm thinking back to to things that happened maybe in my childhood or when I was younger, and I'm saying like, oh, well, that was an experience that happened for me that I probably didn't deal with in a very healthy way, and so I don't know the other way. Like I never developed past that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And so I got stuck in a pattern. And it wasn't until I was able to recognize that I was stuck in a pattern that I said to myself, no, 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 I don't want to do this, And I
yeah,
think that what you said when you were in jail just a month ago and you made that decision that you don't want to do this anymore, man, that is the first step. And I know that you know that because they're saying
yeah,
that, right? Admitting
yeah.
that you have a problem is the first step and all that. But it really, really is, man. It really, really is. And I just got to say that I mean, I know I don't know you, and this is the first time we ever spoke, but dude, the fact that you got a month in, man, I'm so proud of like where you're at, like from where you've come from to where you
Thank
at
you.
now. And dude, you got to see, I mean, look at some of these, you got some of these comments here, man. You got people saying the hardest thing is when life gets tough and not saying fuck it. You got this, Justin. That's not easy either. Easy road, no value or growth along the way. Eddie says that. Man, I can't agree more with him. The easy road has no value or growth along the way.
He's you know what? It's like Eddie knows my feelings before I even know them. It's crazy. So like he identifies stuff in my life that I can't even identify.
Because he's been there, though.
He has, you know. He's put the work in, you know, and that's why he's honestly today I didn't want to do this, but I'm doing this because I don't want to do it. You know,
Good for you.
because it's uncomfortable. It's get me out of that easy. I guess the easy way out. I could have said, "Listen, hey, my phone isn't charging. I couldn't get on this thing." Hey, I'm in the basement. I can't hear you.
Listen, man, I know you could have said all that, but you didn't. And, I you said that, your higher power is God. Well, guess
It
what?
is.
That's my higher power too.
Yep.
So, I think that if we have that faith and that understanding, like just showing up is a very, very important part of the plan.
Yeah.
And tonight you're showing up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Yeah.
Taking off the mask, admitting the vulnerability, talking about fear, talking about shit that people who don't have, substance abuse issues, who don't have addiction issues, can't even face. You got to understand that, man. You got to see the strength in that. There's people out there fronting like they got all their shit together. Nobody's got their shit together. It's just
Yep.
how we deal with it.
Deal with it. Yep.
Your vice is drugs and alcohol. For other
Yep.
people, it's something else.
And the whole thing, like, it's weird how you brought up the mask thing. I've always put on this mask to somebody that I'm really not, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm wearing this, like, I'm wearing the mask that, you know, I think everybody else wants to see.
Yeah.
When it's really not me.
Yeah. Dude, that's hard, man. That means you're living up to what you think other people's expectations are of you.
Yes.
And you don't even know if that's real.
Exactly. It's what I think, and I don't, you know?
Dude, the fact that you're talking about this, Bria Roper just said it, being vulnerable takes real strength. I can't agree more, man. I cannot agree more. Vulnerability is the key, from what I have learned in my own personal experience, to true growth. If you want to overcome the shit that's going on in your life, no matter what it is, you've got to admit to who you are, who you really are.
Yep.
You know? And the fact that you are here tonight, man, one step, you know, in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, you know, says to me that you are a person who has tremendous amount of strength and is ready to, you know, take that next step, whatever that is for you. I don't know what that is for you.
And right now, I don't know, but I'm going to find out.
Yeah.
I will find out. I'm willing to do anything. I'm willing to do anything for my sobriety right now, no matter what it is.
Yeah, God bless you, man. Don't forget this conversation. I'm going to rebroadcast this, so when you're having those thoughts, you'll be able to see yourself saying this shit.
Thank you. I've never had this drive to do something in my life. You know, I've always took the easy way out.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to go to work every day. That shit sucks. I'd rather sell drugs.
Yeah.
But I can't, but it's not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to go to meetings. I don't want to raise my hand, but I know it's the right thing to do, and it's making me feel better about myself.
Yeah. Good for you, man. Good for you.
You know, it really is. I feel right. I acted like I was happy before. On the outside, I might have looked happy sometimes, but on the inside, I was miserable. I hated myself. I hated life. I hated everything about it.
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with myself. Day to day, there'd be some nights I go to sleep. The last thing that I would wish was to not wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Because that's how miserable I was. You know?
Yeah.
And now I wake up in the morning ready to go with a drive. You know, driving for more.
Yeah. Dude, you know, it is a mindset. By the way, I just got to cut in for a second. Eddie says that you guys sucked at selling drugs.
You bought them. Oh, man.
I think that's hilarious.
It's because we did them all, Eddie.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, man, I think that that drive that you have right now, man. So where's that drive coming from now?
Sorry, what'd you say? It was going in and out.
That drive that you say that you have now?
Yeah.
Where's that coming from now? What's changed?
The drive is coming from me, you know, wanting more. It's just I just want more. I'm striving to prove myself and everybody else wrong. You know, because I'm my worst enemy. I never thought I could do it.
Yeah.
So I'm proving myself wrong every single day. I was at the gym the other morning. When I walked into the gym, I looked on the ground. There was a wallet full of $20 bills sticking out of it. I picked that thing up, brought it to the front desk without even thinking about it. If that was 7 months ago, I would have put that thing in my pocket and ran straight out the door, straight down the street to the dealer's house. And just me seeing those little changes in my life makes me want to push forward to see what the next thing is.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's just I've never wanted something so much in my entire life.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Dude, you're getting a lot of love here, man. You got Amy saying, keep taking it day by day, Justin. Find peace in the boring shit because that will eventually calm your soul. You have a new day every day to discover the life you have been missing out on. Do it for you. You've earned it. We got JK saying, you can rise up. You can rise up from anything. You can recreate yourself. Nothing is permanent. You're not stuck. You have choices. You think new thoughts, new habits. All that matters is that you decide today and never look back. Love you. Strength. You're the best. Continue to get better. Keep going. You can get there. Your mom is watching this feed.
Who said that, Eddie?
That's Eddie saying that one, yeah.
Yeah, I know it was.
Yeah. Dude, it's important, man. I think, just seeing this outcry of love and support that you have just on this tiny little thing that we're doing right now. I don't know you, you don't know me, but here we are, two guys talking about some real shit, and I'm seeing all this love that you have. You've got people that support you, you've got people that care about you, and you
Yeah,
have people that want to see you succeed, And those people love the real you, not the bullshit Justin that you portrayed, 8 months ago, a year ago. They
exactly.
love the real you.
I guess before, for the longest time, I didn't know the real me. I thought the real me is that mask that I was wearing. I got so used to being that person that I was portraying myself to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, there's so many people out there who, like I said, don't have drug addiction, don't have that as their problem, and they're in the same boat. You got to understand that, man. You're not alone in any of this,
Hmm.
It's just how we deal with it. And the fact that you're willing to talk about it and you're willing to face it. I mean, I don't know who Jillian Martin is, but she says, "Keep
That's
up the good work. Your nieces miss their uncle." Come on, man.
that's my older sister. I haven't talked to her in a couple years now.
And she's watching right now, man. Dude, that's
Hi,
that's I
Jill.
mean,
I love you.
dude, that's love, man. That's love. You know? They want to see you succeed, man. Now don't get mad because, you spend 15 years, fucking people over. So don't get
Yeah,
mad.
yeah, yeah.
Seriously, let's be real.
No, I know. I
Don't
know.
get don't get mad about that. You know what I mean? Like, stay true to this new path that you set forth, man. Every day you wake up, you're going to be faced with the same decision you've been faced with for the last 15 years. You got to actively choose this new path every morning.
Yep.
And it's going to take you 15 years just to balance the fucking scale.
Yep.
That's not daunting, man. You should be excited about that shit.
I listen. I am excited, but I'm still nervous. I'm nervous every single day.
Dude, of
I'm fucking.
course.
I'm
Of
nervous as
course.
fuck. I'm
Of
nervous as
course.
fuck.
You should be. You should be. Dude, that's called normal. That's called normal.
Yeah,
Feel
but
that. Feel that.
I guess it's feeling that it takes getting used to. I haven't. I don't know what is normal. This is normal, but I've never done this. For so long.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, listen. It ain't going to be easy, you know that. But these feelings
Yep.
that you're feeling right now, they are normal. These feelings of insecurity, the feelings of like not knowing what tomorrow is going to bring. That's why we keep going back to this thing about feelings and intellectual decisions. And that's why I'm
Yeah.
saying when you wake up tomorrow, you're going to have the same choices to make. You're going to have the same path to choose, you know? And if you believe in God and you said
I
God's your
do.
higher power, then there's an opposite side to that doesn't want to see you succeed,
Yeah, of
that
course.
wants to break you down.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a spiritual war, man. You were made for great things. You were made
You
for
know,
great things.
I believe that everybody was put on this planet. God has a purpose and has a road for everybody. You know, you
Yeah,
either make that decision to take his road or take whose road.
damn right.
And I'm taking his road. I'm giving this a shot.
Let me tell you something, all right? I'm going to tell you something that I've recently this is not gospel, all right? So don't take my word as gospel. But this is like,
Hey, I like the gospel. Preach it. Preach it. I need it.
let me tell you something, man. You know, I'm just going to talk about from where I believe, and I think that we align in this, you know. I believe that there is a God, and I believe that God has given us this beautiful, beautiful gift of free will. And because he's given us this gift of free will, he does not impede on our decision making. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He's not gonna come down and say, "Hey, don't pick up today. Hey, don't do that." He's not gonna do that, you know?
No, he's gonna see where we take it.
Exactly. But the other side, you know, the evil that's out there is going to be constantly whispering in your ear. So what I'm getting at here is that the evil doesn't respect that free will. So it's going to try and make you make decisions by whispering these thoughts in your ears, putting them in your head,
Yeah.
whispering, telling you all that stuff that you hear you know, all that stuff that you hear, you're a piece of shit, you're no good, you'll never be able to do this. Anything that's negative, you know where that comes from.
Yep.
You got to look that shit in the eye and spit.
True.
Because
Absolutely.
God comes based on an invitation. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't
Yep.
want to impede on our free will, you have to invite God
Fight
into
him.
your
Yeah.
life. You know what I'm saying? You have to invite him. The other one doesn't need an invitation because it wants to fucking kill you. It wants to destroy
Yeah.
you.
He's
You
always
know?
there. Yep.
He's always there. Always there. That's the reality, man. So like, and again, don't take this as gospel, but this is what I believe. Invite God into your life, man. You know, when you feel like you're alone, when you're not sure what's happening, like invite him into your life. When those thoughts come into your mind, recognize where they're coming from and throw up that middle finger so fucking high. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And know that you were made for greatness. And they've had a good time with you for 15 years, but that's over now.
Yeah.
And move forward, man. And when you need help, man, I'm seeing hundreds of people here, hundreds of comments telling you, "Yo, I got you. If you need this, I got you. I love you." You know, people that want to see you, people that want to see you succeed, people that are rooting for you. You know, you're in a battle, man, and you got people in your corner that want to see you do well, man. And let me tell you something. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. And I think that after being clean for as long as you have been this time around, 30
Yep.
days,
Yep.
I think that you can see that.
I can. It's. I guess the problem for me was dropping that pride and actually asking for the help. You know, just. But now I've been trying to do it. You know, but I don't want to like portray myself as weak or something. That's how I was feeling before, but now I'm asking for the help.
Yeah, dude, I feel weak sometimes. How many people out there who watch right now feel weak sometimes? Let Justin know that he's not alone. We got pride comes from the devil. Send those lies back to the pits of hell. We've got God is the way, the truth, and the life. We've got people saying that's deep. We all have a purpose. Dude, everybody feels exactly what you're feeling. We've got Janine saying yes. We've got other people coming in, chiming, liking, hearts. Dude, everybody feels that. Weakness, yeah, man, of course. Of course. You know, we got Justin Thurston. It's been way too long. This is your time. Eddie, moments every day. Thumbs up, waves, likes, hearts. Everybody feels that. Asking for help is nothing more than giving other people the opportunity to offer their talents to serve you. Damn, I never heard that one, Bria.
That's
That's
good.
pretty
Yeah, I
dope.
like that. Yeah, that's
That's
good.
dope. I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah.
Let's read that again. Asking for help is nothing more than giving other people the opportunity to offer their talents to serve you. People want to give themselves to help. Dude, come on, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, I'm gonna use my rock bottom as a foundation to my success. You know, I'm just gonna build on it, and I'm just gonna keep on building and building and building and building until I have a mansion of greatness.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
Dude, don't get overwhelmed, man. I know you're a month in. I know a lot of people who've suffered with addiction, and you know, and I know. I mean, the battle you're facing every day is very real. You know.
That's another thing too. Eddie keeps telling me, he's like, just take it as it comes. I'm out, I got a job now, so I'm out there trying to look for an apartment. I'm trying to do this and that and that and that and that and this, but maybe it's not the right thing. Just let it. He's like, just let that shit come to you. It will come. It's gonna take time.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to rush it because it feels so good.
Yeah.
It feels so good to have a wallet full of money and not spend it on fucking drugs.
Yeah.
But I got to take time, man.
Dude, you got to, man. You got to take time, man. You've got to take time. You got to understand the value of your decision that you've made. You have no idea the kind of effect you are going to have on somebody else in the future. All this shit that you've built, everything that you've got going on for you, all the struggles that you're going through, man, I don't know who it is, but you stay on the path, man. You're gonna offer that to someone else, and you don't know what God's plan is for you.
I don't, but I know it's something.
Damn right.
I do know that, and it wasn't what I was doing before because he kept me here for a reason, and
You're damn right.
And it wasn't to shoot dope.
You damn right,
I know that.
Dude. You damn right.
I know that.
Damn right. Dude, I'm absolutely just honored, man, to have this conversation. I think it's very real. I think that for people out there right now, I think that this is going to be just a really good example, of somebody who's actively in the struggle, who's early in the battle, because you're early in the game.
I am. It's, I was sober for 6 months in jail before, but that's not sober. Being out here is sober. I have the opportunities to go and get high, So I call it a month.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you letting me come on here, dude, because this is huge for me. Like I said, the vulnerability thing. I didn't want to do this shit, but it feels good. I did not want to do this shit. When I got to work and seen the message for Eddie, I was like, damn, I'm shutting my phone off.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, man. I really am glad that you decided to come on here. I think that your vulnerability just tonight, talking about some of the stuff that you're going through, only being clean for a month, I think that's important. Eddie wants to know, what's your choice? Sometimes we end these shows with I choose, and then whatever choices.
Well, I choose success.
Love it.
I choose success.
I love it, man. I love it. What do you want to say out there right now to people who are listening? I know you got some family watching. You got a lot of friends. You got people supporting the shit out of you. You've got everyone. You got people saying thank you for your story. You got people saying glad you got on here. I'm so happy to sounding that you sound so positive. So many people are here to help you and love you. You got this. Don't be scared. Have goals. Make them big. Take your time. You're worth more than you could ever know. As long as you keep trying every day, you will not fail. You can do this one day at a time. I mean, dude, what do you want to say to all these people that are watching right now?
To my family and my loved ones and everybody that supported me, thank you so much. This drive comes from you guys supporting me and giving me that unconditional love, And to people that are watching that are early in sobriety, I was at my lowest of lows, and it can get better. It can get better. It's going to get better every single day because it's getting better for me every single day. It really is. Every single day I feel better about myself. I'm doing better things, but it just takes time. And I know my girlfriend Christina's watching. She's early in sobriety right now too. You got this. You can do this. I love you. You mean the world to me. I'm here to support you. Your family's here to support you. You got this.
It's beautiful, man. All right, so this is what we're going to do. You ready? You're 1 month in.
Yes.
our I Choose series is bigger. It's big. We want to tackle a variety of subjects, as I know, because you've been following. So you
I'm
know that we're
pushing it
gonna,
out here. I'm
dude.
pushing it out here. I am.
You know we're gonna be rocking this and talking about a lot of different stuff. But it all started because Eddie gave me permission and the opportunity to share his story in I
That shit
Choose
made me
Hope.
cry. That shit made me cry straight up. I was
Thanks, man.
crying. I was crying 3 days out of jail in my bed like a little baby.
Well, listen, man. Listen, this is what we're gonna do. I want to check back in with you because I know that you're so early in this that I want you to be like one of the people that we can check in with every now and then, and we can check in on your journey. And I want
Absolutely,
you to
man.
stay true. I want you to stay true. This is all about being real.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm
So we're
anytime I
gonna
can
do
chime
this.
in.
We're gonna do this live right now. I'm gonna book you for the 4th
Got
of
you. I'm
April.
there.
The 4th of April, we're gonna get back on, and I want you at that time. You're gonna be, let's see, 1, 2, 3. That's gonna be 2 months clean exactly. If you're a month clean today, that's gonna be 2 months clean,
Yeah,
and
man,
we're gonna check
absolutely.
in. So you
I'm
got a
with it.
lot of people dependent on you. I'm gonna put a little pressure on you. I know you're at the sober house. You can go to meetings. They're not gonna put the pressure. I'm gonna put a little fucking pressure on you. I'm gonna say, listen, you got a lot of people that want to see this, and so on the 4th, man, we're gonna communicate again. It's gonna be you and me.
I'm there, man. Thanks so much.
You down?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right,
And
dude. Don't. I'm telling you, I want the real Justin here on the 4th. Whatever happens between now and then, I want the real Justin. I'm rooting for you, and not only am I fucking rooting for you, I'm praying for you too.
thank you, man. I appreciate it. And you will get the real Justin. You will get him.
I know.
One way or another.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, man. Well, thank you so much, man. Thank you for coming on here. God bless you. I'm so happy that you're rocking this. Dude, you got a lot of people loving you. You got a lot of people rooting for you, man.
Thank you, man. Seriously, this shit means a lot. This is awesome for me. You know,
Yeah.
it's a
Dude,
big drive.
you got a fan here too, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So we'll be in touch.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Like I said, if you need to talk to me or anything, Eddie's got my number. Just give me a text or whatever. But if not, I'll see you on the 4th for sure.
Definitely, dude. The 4th, 8 p.m.
Got you. I'll be here at
Same place,
7:45.
same time, you and me.
Same place, same time. I'll be in the bathroom of the sober house talking to you.
All right, man. God bless you. And I will
All
be
right,
praying
man.
for you, all right?
All right, man. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Love you.
Guys, thanks so much for listening to the I Choose Series podcast. Again, if you'd like, you could visit the website, which is now the iChooseFoundation.org, or you can go to www.ichoose.one, because it's one choice that will change your life forever. We believe that, and we're not just preaching it, we're living it. See you next time.